the final episode of Storybook Time because we finally read through the whole story without having to stop or any kind of crisis.
I find it amazing that in the beginning in October, when Patricia called this weekend, I knew immediately that we were supposed to be there, we were supposed to go, and I was on board from get-go.
One summer day, sister number 2 found a grain of wheat.
A grain of wheat,
Said sister number 2 to herself.
I will plant it.
Patricia had on her heart to bring the family together. She wants us all to be this happy family, and we had some rifts, and so she's trying to bring us together to mend our relationships.
As the meeting continued to get closer and closer, time for us to get to Patricia's house, this sister would drop out and that sister would drop out, and this one would say she's not coming. And there was no doubt in my heart that that's what I was supposed to do. That's where I was going.
She asked sister number 3.
Here we are setting up and we're getting ready and we're turning the camera on, and lo and behold, here comes Bill out the door to join us.
Watching his wife giving direction, but he's really supposed to be watching Donna giving direction because Donna's the one that's supposed to be nodding her head. That's her part.
Will you help me plant this grain of wheat?
Not I, said sister number 3.
I didn't want to be a part of the naming weekend.
With our family, there has always been such a, there's just always been such turmoil.
She asked sister number 6.
Will you help me plant this grain of wheat?
I think the funniest part in this video is that you've got Bill, who is trying so hard to do his job well.
Along with my 2 nods, Patricia's nodding, and if you'll take note, if you watch real close, as Christine's reading the story, she will look to her right and nod. So now poor Bill has got all 3 of us nodding at him.
I will.
You know, poor Donna has this little part, and she only gets to say, I will, and nod her head. That's all she gets to do.
Then we will plant it together.
And they did.
We have lived all of our lives 2 against 2, 1 against 2, 3 against whatever. It's not always gone well.
Soon the wheat grew tall, and sister number 2 knew it was time to reap it.
Who will help me reap the wheat?
She asked.
Oh my goodness.
Not I, said sister number 3.
I'm sister number 3 that won't help do the work of mending and won't help with making the bread.
I will.
Said sister number 6.
Then we will reap it together.
And they did.
We're trying very hard to do what we feel we're supposed to do.
They reaped the wheat and it was ready to be taken to the mill and made into flour.
Who will help me carry the wheat to the mill?
She asked. Not I, said sister number 3.
I will.
Said sister number 6.
Then we will carry it together.
Said sister number 2. And they did. They carried the wheat to the mill and the miller made it into flour. When they got it home, she asked.
Not only is Patricia nodding, but now she's taking her hand, you know, she's tapping me. She's tapping me. She's going to nod and tap all at the same time. So you've got her holding up the wheat, you've got her saying her words, she's nodding at Bill, she's tapping me.
Patricia gets to the place where she doesn't even think Donna is able to do that. She's got to reach over and tap her on the arm to make sure, are you nodding your head? So here Bill is, he's looking here. She doesn't nod her head, she does nod her head, and he's thinking, what do I do?
Who will help me make the flour into dough?
Not I, said sister number 3.
We're trying very hard to make relationships whole as much as we can.
I will.
Said sister number 6.
Then we will make it together.
Said sister number 2. And they did. Soon the bread was ready to go into the oven.
Who will help me bake the bread?
Said sister number 2. Not I, said sister number 3.
And so the Little Red Hen story is perfect for our situation.
I will.
Said sister number 6.
Then we will bake it together.
Said sister number 2, and they did. After the loaf had been taken from the oven, it was set on the windowsill to cool.
At the end of this story, that's what it really says. I'm here to lift you up. I'm here to be with you. I'm here to support you through the whole thing. I'm going to walk with you hand by hand. I'm going to help you grind this wheat. I'm going to help you sift it out. I'm going to help you mix it together. I'm going to help you stand in that hot kitchen and bake that bread. And I'm going to be right there by your side no matter how hot it gets.
And now,
Said sister number 2.
who will help me to eat the bread?
In the Little Red Hen story, it talks about how Patricia's planting the wheat, making the bread, and nobody wants to help do the work, but they want to eat the bread.
I will, said sister number 3.
Yes, I want to eat the bread. Not only, this is typical in our family, not only do I want to eat the bread, but I want you to serve it to me with butter. And please, where's my drink?
No, we will eat it together.
And of course, Bill deserves all of our applause, all of our help. Right now, he is not doing very well, so we're applauding him on how well he's working to get well.
Let's give him a round of applause, because that was such hard work.
It just takes one to say, hey, let's get together and let's focus on the future. Let's come together and forgive each other for the past. So when you can finally lay it all down and say, hey, I love you, the